Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Welcome. This is Sun, Moon, Divine Readings. I'm so happy that you guys are here for this first full week of the new year, 2022. It does work up to a 6th year, which is very beneficial if you happen to know your numerology and are a 6 personal. Okay. This week we are using The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. One second, let me, my other cards flew off. And then this week's candles are prosperity, good luck, wealth, happiness. I do get prosperity a lot off of this, and I don't, maybe that's what I actually thought of when I was creating it, but I was thinking of happiness and joy, peace as well, because there's chamomile, that you guys would receive it in a peaceful way as well. And then of course true love. Here it is, I had a double wicket, so that's why it's kind of going nuts. It's very strong energy from you guys, but all of these are for your highest good of my subscribers. So if you have an intention or a wish for any of these things, make sure it is for your highest good. That's the way my magic works. And in order to receive them, just subscribe. All right, you guys, let's look at your material world. This is next 7 days, Spirit, for my beautiful Leos. Next 7 days for Leo. Material world. What does it look like? Next 7 days. Work. Thank you. Queen of the Earth. Very nice energy for material world. Let's continue. Abundance. Having it all is what I'm hearing. Material world Leos here next 7 days. 6 of Air. Leaving a situation that no longer serves you behind. I'm hearing like a dream coming with the King of Fire. That's your own energy there. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Air. So, okay, so I'm actually, some of you guys might, this is going to be kind of, I'll come back to this, but I do want to speak to what I was hearing at first, because this does talk to at least one of my Leos who needs to hear this. And I just saw the King of Earth. Oh, an Emperor energy. Look at that. In this deck, Emperor does have, oh, and I lost it. No, there it is. Does have Leo energy. So I do see oftentimes the Emperor as Leo. So you guys, here's the beautiful thing that I'm seeing here. Some of you have a dream. You've literally dreamed, dreamt it. Like it could have been recent too. It could have been like in this dream you were traveling, okay? And you were able to see things that you've never seen before. And Spirit, when you woke up, you were like, wow, I would love to do that. Spirit is going to give you, what I'm hearing is the tools to make your dreams come true, okay? Now, I do get that a lot of this is going to come with a lot of intention setting that might happen while you meditate or right before you dream. So I don't know if some of you are doing that, if you're able to kind of set your intentions before you dream, and then you usually have some dreams around those intentions. But that's the kind of energy that I'm getting for maybe just a particular Leo. It doesn't have to be everyone, but, it came out very strong for me, and I just wanted to address it. For my Leos, I do, I can't help but with this one, it does feel like travel. It does usually feel like travel by water, but this one is air, and so it looks like a ship in the clouds. So there could be some element of fantasy, again, for some of you. But I am seeing you... What I'm hearing is conquering your fears about your abundance. So some of you could have been feeling like you were in a lack mentality, but now you're kind of moving away from that. Okay, with a lot of power and a lot of intention, just pure intention and manifestation. The Queen of Earth does indicate that you guys are coming into some abundance. and it is something that you have been dreaming or thinking about, or intentionally manifesting recently. And I do see it happening with the King of Fire. This could be your energy with the King of Fire, Aries, Sagittarius. Sixth of Air is Aquarius energy. Queen of Earth is obviously Earth, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then Four of Air is Libra, last decan Libra energy. Doesn't have to be, but those are the ones that are coming out for me. So let's keep going here, you guys. Let's get this Queen of Earth Spirit. What's a all right, energy oracle for the Queen of Earth? What's going on for my Leos this week? Some of you actually own your own business right now, and I'm seeing like maybe you're moving out of the red, so to speak, like you're actually seeing profits this week after a long time of not. And it's finally like, oh my gosh, I can finally do this. All right. Queen of Earth for my beautiful Leos. Please, Spirit, can you clarify this energy for my Leos? First chakra, Archangel Michael. And look at that. Woman holding a coin is at the bottom. That is my Queen of Pentacles in this deck. It does remind me of prosperity. Someone is going to offer you something. This could be someone around you. If you are not a business owner, someone might give you an idea, or maybe you just see someone, you know, who's doing really well, and you talk to them and you're like, oh my God, I could totally do that. First chakra is like, yes, you can do it, but now we set the intention, now we take action, right? It's beyond just like knowing that you are going to move into something better, and it's like taking action to move towards it. The Queen of Earth with first chakra, Archangel Michael, is asking you, okay, this is the way that we want to live. This is what we want. This is what we believe that we deserve. Now, what are we going to do to bring that about? With Archangel Michael, you can actually ask him to help you, you know, cut away anything that's not serving your highest good. And anything, I'm getting like some really dark fears as well from you guys. Like some of you just fear, maybe not so much the success, but maybe you fear that you don't deserve the success. Maybe some of you think that you have to struggle a little bit, like not even a little bit, a lot of it. Maybe that's something that you grew up like, and so there's like, okay, as soon as I start to get successful, it's going to all be taken away from me on some level, and so it kind of keeps you stagnant and keeps you back here. And so there are some wonderful meditations out there that are specific to Archangel Michael that you might want to look at, and a lot of them have to do with him assisting you with removing anything that's holding you back, okay, from your highest good and also your prosperity, whatever your prosperity means for you. I actually see you as quite generous. Obviously, Leo, right? That's like kind of the thing, right? We're very, very generous people, but I'm seeing it as like an ability to not even worry about how much you're giving out, because you are so powerfully bounded to this idea that it will always come back to you, okay? Six of Air, Spirit, what's it? Okay, we're going to do the Enchanted Map Oracle. This is also by Colette Baron Reed. What is the Six of Air for, please, Spirit? For my beautiful Leos, what is the Six of Air for? Thank you. Wishing well. Yeah, this is something that you guys have been thinking about, dreaming about. It's like a dream come true for a lot of you, and I definitely see you moving towards that. And some of you guys, it is just like physically just dreaming of travel and wishing to be able to afford to go to the places that you want to go, to be, you know, warm when it's cold out. Like, I'm really literally seeing you just being like, no, I just want to be able to not worry about it and be able to get away. And yeah, I think that that is absolutely coming true for you guys. It's definitely happening. It is moving away from this idea of, you know, any fears or blockages and you know, things that are holding you back. But I see you doing it. I see you doing it. I see you being able to surrender to your highest good, and just that act of detaching from like, this is what it has to look like for me, or detaching from the idea that you don't deserve it, or whatever that is that's holding you back. That's bringing it in for you guys. And the bottom of the deck is details, details. So if some of you guys are looking into a business specifically, yes, you are manifesting it. Yes, it is coming in. But Spirit's like, part of you manifesting it is getting down to like all of the details about what that business plan looks like, what that income is going to look like. You know, you actually want to go out and put out numbers there, because this could be something that's quite viable. But as you like move into creating this business, more and more people are going to need to see the business plan in order for it to be like truly successful. Okay. All right. What is another deck here? What is this King of Fire here for me? All right, we're using the Sacred Creators deck to clarify the King of Fire. He is the entrepreneur. That's why I keep bringing up business plans. But if there is like a job or opportunity that's going to pay you a lot and you've been looking at it, Spirit's like, yes, absolutely. But you want to know it backwards and forwards before you move forward, okay? Balance with the King of Fire. Yeah, okay, thank you. So do I have a water here? Oh, I love this bottom of the deck energy. No, we didn't have any water here, which is very interesting. But I do want to, well, wishing well, I suppose. But we do have earth, we have air, we have fire. But I feel like the King of Fire and the Queen of Earth are quite balanced out energetically. And not so much with the air, because the air will light up this King of Fire and kind of like push him to move towards things that, you know, maybe he was not quite, or he didn't feel like was ready. The thing about the King of Fire is like, he's going to do it anyways. He's got the courage, you know, in the bravery to do it, which is sometimes just not necessarily that you don't have fears, but doing it anyway. And in that act, you are releasing your fears. You are releasing your doubts. Spirit wants you to come into balance. I do think that this is kind of our water card here. I do see a lot. Let me see. We have 1 and 4, 48, 35. So actually, we have more 8s and 4s. So 4, 4, 4. And 8, 8. So those are important numbers. The bottom of the deck is ambush fear with your ferocious dreams. That's big King of Fire energy. Spirit is like, make sure that you're doing it though with like calmness and compassion, and maybe that's something that we bring in with all this chamomile that I've used. I use quite a few different herbs in here, but chamomile I use in all three. You know, so that everything that comes to you, all of these changes come to you in a way that you're able to process all of them. I have ADHD, so that's very important to me. But yeah, I do see that you guys, and I'm also hearing that you're going to come into balance very soon. So this is good. It could again be, you know, quite physical, like in the way that you have been putting more into your business or more into, you know, spending, and you are going to come into a sense of balance where you're actually going to receive that back. But I'm also hearing that, like, make sure that you back up all of your ideas and your dreams and your goals with something very tangible. Okay. We're going to pull one more card for the next 7 days for my beautiful Leos. What do they need to know about the material world next 7 days? Spirit, thank you. A windfall is coming. Sweet. Yeah, so you guys, I do think that you have money coming. I think that you have abundance coming. I think you have a lot of success coming. But with handle with grace at the bottom, Spirit is like, don't forget who we are, Leo. Like, we are a very generous, heart-forward, heart-centered being. We are here to work our love magic, our love light, and bring that around to everybody, okay? The joy that we have inside of us, it is only meant to grow so much that we can just bring it to everyone. We want to put away any, you know, self-limiting beliefs, but I also see like ego needing to kind of come down a notch with this, okay, you guys? But I do see a lot of success coming in. Just make sure that you handle it with grace. This is the material world reading. We are moving into love life. If you are leaving me because you are not interested in your love life this week, no problem, you guys. I will see you guys soon. Make sure you comment down below if it resonated. Share this video, like this video, and of course subscribe to receive your blessings. And let's go into love. Let me take a sip of my tea, even though it's cold. Okay, so this is the Modern Love Tarot. I just saw the King of Wands again, you guys. So spirits like really lean into that courage that we're so known for. All right, tell me about love and Leo this week, Spirit. Right away? All right. We're taking it the Knight of Wands. This could be your energy, but it is a change that's coming in. It's coming in hot, is what I'm hearing. And there could be someone that is, well, they don't necessarily have to be a fire sign, but they are very attractive and they are very attracted to you. Like, there is no holding back, okay, about like, hey, you know, like you light up a room for them. I do want to say that it is coming in very, very strong, but it is that hot fire that burns fast energy to me. So let's see if there's anything here to sustain it. Three of Swords. Okay. One more, please, Spirit, for my beautiful Leos. One more for Leo. And the Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. Okay, you guys. All right. Oh, man, you guys. All right, so I'm just going to tell you. I'm not laughing. It's more like we know. Okay, like we know. We already know this energy. And I think that all of you who don't even read cards are probably like, okay, here we go. With Temperance being at the bottom of the deck, I do want to say that for some of you, I do feel like there's a reconciliation that you've been waiting for a very long time to happen, but nothing is quite right yet. And so you're still going to be waiting this week. Okay. For some of you, you are throwing yourself into work because maybe you met somebody. It's very possible, but like already, like they charged in and they're already on their way out, and you just instinctually know that they don't have anything to sustain you in this relationship. I do want to say also, I do have maybe a couple Leos here that like actually are the ones that charged in and were just like, hey, like I really like you, you're super hot, really. And then I don't know, the person was like, yeah, I really like you too, but I got to tell you something, I'm married, or something like that. And it's just like everything just kind of shattered and you're like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go back to work. And again, I think that we've gotten this message a few times, you guys, that we're definitely a lot of us are in a mode of working on ourselves, but I do want to caution you from going too far into that mode, and just kind of hiding within your work is kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. Again, with Temperance being at the bottom of the deck, I do see something really beautiful coming in for us. Leo, I do think that that's happening, but I'm just going to say, maybe not this week. Okay. I do also think that for some of my Leos, you may have met somebody at work. I just want to get it out there because this is for someone. You may have met somebody at work, but they remind you of someone who broke your heart before. So if that is the case, Spirit is like, let's just take things very, very slow. Continue to observe them. Continue to see who they are as people, because there is some promise there, but it could also just be the promise of you holding out for the right person, okay? I am getting that for some of my Leos, you may be in a relationship with someone, they may be a little bit younger than you. I'll just put that out there. and they miss you. Okay, I just want to say that. I think that's because you work really hard, or there might be some separation at the time because of the holidays. Like you just had to work through them, or there's just a lot going on. There's feels like some burdens of the holidays, and they just kind of seem to be like the person who like is very light about this time of year, and they take everything as it comes. And you may have been a little overburdened, but I am getting that like someone really misses you. Okay. I'm going to keep going with this energy. Let's clarify it with the Lover's Oracle. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, divine, clarify this energy for my beautiful Leos in love this week. What's going on with this Knight of Wands? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, no. That's just me. Knight of Wands, Spirit. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Very interesting because that came up in the exact same position for Aries. They had a very different reading though. But it is very much like some of you maybe had to make that decision that this wasn't going to go anywhere because you know that you deserve something more like the Temperance card. Oh, I do want to say, so we do have Aries, Leo, Sag on the table. Three of Swords could be a Libra energy. Ten of Wands is also Sagittarius, and Temperance is traditionally Sagittarius as well. Okay, so that could be your person sign, someone around you, or it could just be the energies. Doesn't have to be. Okay, Three of Swords, please. Woo! Hold on. A little slow motion. I saw it falling. Okay. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Yeah, some of you guys are in separation from your person. Now, again, I did tell you guys that there's a possible reconciliation happening. I don't think it's happening this week. Again, I think that some of you are waiting for a person, a specific person, and this is a time to give each other space. You may even want or desire someone else. Again, there's that younger person energy. But Spirit is saying, right now we're not doing that, okay? We're just stepping back. You're giving yourself some space too. Again, we're working on ourselves. We're working on our own growth. We're working on our own coin is another thing that I'm hearing. Like for some of you, it's like you want to establish who you are and what you do. Before you're allowing someone else in completely. And then they're not ready to. I don't think so either. Let's keep going now. For my Leos in love. Thank you. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. I do think that this is, again, a time of growth. I think that some of you are moving into a period in which you are becoming a better human. But I think that what you're going to find, especially for those of you who are reconciling with someone down the line, that they also grew up. My fear is that some of you, when this person is ready to come back in, that you are going to be like, no, because I remember the way that you broke my heart, and you were a really shitty person for that. And Spirit is telling me that, yeah, how do I say the Spirit without being like obnoxious? You made some mistakes too, okay? This wasn't all on them. And this is not for someone who was completely toxic and shitty and abusive, okay? If that's the person that you want back, I really, really invite you to not, okay? Like, it's really, I think you're not at a place of growth where that is the healthiest person. And I think the person you're supposed to be with wouldn't ever treat you like that. I do think that this was a time of relative immaturity for those of you who are looking for someone that you're reconnecting with. So it was something that they did that was immature, but Spirit is like, were you also like the epitome of maturity here? And if you have no faults whatsoever, you're probably wrong. Okay. Okay. And this is why we are apart right now, is because we're both growing, right? This is what Spirit wants you guys to see. All right. Bottom of the deck is balance, which is temperance energy. It is the right ingredients. It's just the right amount of growth. It is just the right amount of passion. It is just the right amount of spirit, okay? Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So spirit is like the person that you belong with is very well balanced in that way. Again, but they have to grow into that as well. And I think that this is why temperance keeps showing up for you guys. Okay. Knight of Wands, Spirit. Romance, Angels, Knight of Wands for Leo. What is this Knight of Wands, Spirit? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I think this is very specific. This kind of feels a little bit to me like that person that came in really hot and maybe you were like, hey, I would like to slow things down a bit. I want to know who you are. And then they revealed something that you're like, I do not know. We're good. We're good. I'm getting a very specific scenario, obviously. For some of you, I do think that this is someone who you met when you were younger and you got to know them, and then things fizzled out with this Three of Swords for whatever reason. You know, it could be something, I'm not getting cheating on for a lot of you guys. I'm getting just like the heartbreak of it was that people that really got along grew apart. And it was just like not understanding how that could happen. But again, I think it was a maturity level thing. And let's keep going here with the Three of Swords, Spirit. Three of Swords is my lovely Leos. Three of Swords. Make the effort. They didn't. Okay. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Again, I'm getting that this was like, I'm sorry that this is like feeling like a very past relationship thing for you guys, but the Temperance card tells me that divine timing's on the table. And so this could be happening now, this could have happened in the past, or this could be happening in the future. It's divine timing. And I think that we're all having an experience that's similar to this, but at different times. What I'm getting is that for some of you, it could be right now, it could be, you know, someone in the past, but I'm getting that your person, because of maturity, and maybe you a little bit too, didn't make the effort. So what I'm actually seeing is like being quite young in it, and you know, it could be like they look very, very young, but you know, it doesn't have to be that young, but it's like, well, what will my friends think, or what will my parents think, or what will, you know, all of these other people think. So I'm not going to put in a lot of effort into this because it's only going to be stifled, or my friends won't like my person, or, you know, like there's all of this stuff that it's like it was external. So it stopped you or your person or both from making a true effort to get to know each other, to move forward. Okay. Ten of Wands. Spirit, Ten of Wands for my beautiful Leo. What's going on with my attraction? You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Spirit really wants you to, what I'm hearing, of course, is work on yourself, right? But it's like when you are, it's almost like you're distracted by the work on yourself. Like you're so into it. You're so working on the level of human being that you're upgrading to, that it attracts the person in, okay? And it's like, if this energy is meant to be together, it's like once you both reach that frequency, you can't help but be attracted to each other. Bottom of the deck is release your ex. So one, I think for some of you, you have somebody in mind that it is not. And Spirit's like, yeah, you got to release them in order to bring in your temperance. Temperance is calm to me. Temperance is balance. It is also patience. You know, I know that that's not our favorite thing. But another thing is, for some of you, it's not that it's not your person. It's not that the person in mind who wasn't abusive, but, you know, things just didn't work out. It was a story that we had before. It's not that they're not the one. It's that you haven't released them. And Spirit is like, we're calling on detachment from the situation, because the stronger your energy is towards this person, it's like the further away from attraction they get. Okay, it's like they cannot be magnetically pulled to you, because it's right now the magnets are when they're polarized against the attraction. I'm sorry, because I'm like literally seeing it in scientific, terms, and not seeing it, or not being able to put it into the terms that I can actually like spiritually say. But right now it's like there's more of the push-pull of magnetism. I'm going to use my scissors real quick. Okay, so let's just say that these two are magnets. When they are on the same wavelength, when they are on the same frequency, they just match, right? They just come together. But when you have two magnets that aren't on the same wavelength or frequency, they do this thing where they just can't get together. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you haven't released a past situation or a past person, so you can't actually bring that person, the right person, together. Or you're both on two different frequencies. They need to release you, you need to release them. Again, there are some beautiful meditations about release. Remember, Archangel Michael, that one that I was talking to you guys about, look for that, because it's a very wonderful guided meditation. There's several out there that help you with it, and do it as often as you possibly need, and then work on yourself. Okay, not even and then, we're just, it's a continuous thing. All right, Spirit, one more for my beautiful Leos. Knight of Wands. Oh, hello. Hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So for some of you, all right, for some of you, I was hearing that like you were kind of hoping to bring someone in to help you keep your mind off of someone else. And this is a thing for you, that you do this a lot. Okay. And Spirit is saying, we're not actually going to do that anymore. We're just going to 100% work on us and not work on anything else, because what it's doing when you just try to bring in somebody else's energy is it kind of sabotages all the work that you've already worked on for yourself. And they don't want you to do that anymore. Okay. Spirit wants you to be persistent in loving yourself and working and healing and all of that work, but not necessarily, you don't necessarily need to bring somebody else in on it. Okay. This is clearly for my singles out there. I believe that a lot of you may have gone through this, even if you're in a couple. But I do think that feels very much like my single Leos out here needed this message. So I think the other Spirit. I keep doing that. That's very interesting. Coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So this person, I do think, again, I'm getting big. This could have been someone from the past. There is a possibility that they do try to reconnect with you just over a cup of coffee, something very casual, no big deal, right? Is what they're kind of trying to keep it as. This could have been someone that was a friend in your past, and you guys just never really grounded the relationship, okay? Because there's other factors that were holding you back. But I do think that it's possible that you might meet someone fairly soon who wants to keep it light, okay? This is 10 of Wands and attraction. Spirit wants you to know that you're almost there, though. The 10 of Wands is saying that like there's a cycle that's coming to a close, and this is a cycle of very hard work, okay? Very deep work. Yeah. Do I keep this, Spirit? Yeah, okay. I'm going to keep it, but I'm also going to pull another one. I do that sometimes because I was kind of on my own little thing going there. But the Grim Reaper says the relationship is over. There are no second chances. Grow and transform your life. I do think that this is for those of you who are thinking of someone who is not great for you. But I also think that this is going towards that feeling of releasing your ex regardless. Okay, so the relationship as it was is over. I'm not going to say that you guys don't have a chance to be together again, but I am saying that you have to let go of this. Okay, so the growing and transforming your life, if your person is your person, they will do the same thing. And they will come back at the right time. If they are not your person, let it go completely, because the right person is going to grow and transform and be ready for you when you're ready for them. Okay, beautiful Leo. One more for Leo, please. 10 of Wands. keys on a ring. Funny, because I do think that wanted to come out. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. I do think that you guys are really wanting to like just blow off some steam, if you will. I'm not saying that that's not a good decision. There's no indication that that's not a good decision. I do want you to know that you do have someone better coming up. But if that is what you need, that is what you need. I'm not going to judge you at all for that. But we do have bottom of the deck energy, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. I do want to tell you guys though that I am getting this message. Someone that you thought it was over with is coming back. They're going to come in very casually, you know, like, oh, hi, how's work going, or something like that. Like, it's not going to be, and it could be someone that you was in your friend group, okay? So maybe someone that you didn't get, again, a relationship off the ground with, or for whatever reason, you guys were too young or too immature, and it's going to seem very chill. I want to say that there's a possibility of hooking up here, and this could bring on more than you are ready for, but I do want to just tell you guys that it's a possibility, okay? Is this the person? I do think you have a person with temperance and kisses. You do have a person. I do think that some of you have to really let go of an ex. This could be some closure that you are requiring. Totally fine. But know that there's someone who comes in a little casual but wants more than that, and they're very attracted to you. And they may even tell you guys, they may even tell you that, hey, you know, we've never really been able to do this, and it's been on my mind, and I promise, like, there's no strings attached here. Like, let's just get this out of the way, and then we can move on. I don't think that they're going to be able to move on, though. Okay, Leo? Ugh. All right, so one more message of love for my beautiful Leos. What is going on next 7 days? Both of them, Spirit? Okay. Past pain influences this connection. And reset expectations. So I do think that for some of you, you have someone from your past coming back. If they have made the changes, if they have grown and transformed as you have, then yes, go have a cup of coffee with them. Okay? Spirit also wants you to reset your expectations about who they are, because this happened a while ago. Okay? I'm getting very immature energy, but it was at a time when it's okay to be immature. It's not necessarily like last week and you guys are 50 now, you know. It's like very immature energy where both of you kind of weren't at your brightest and best. Not gonna lie, I know, Leo, we've always been at our brightest and best, but I can literally remember the point where my ego turned into my heart, you know, like where I just was like, my ego needs to calm the F down. Wow, are all Leos like this? But I think that we are resetting expectations on a past person. And I know a lot of you don't want to hear that, but it's pretty clear. And I think that if you are not into your past person at all, you know, this is not for you then. But it could also, again, be that person that was kind of around on the sidelines that never came forward because they were afraid of what their parents would think, or their, you know, it just, they were in your friend group, but they didn't really push forward. And I think that they've grown. Okay. If your person has grown, they have grown. And Spirit is like, maybe we can, have some better expectations. I do have false twin flame here at the bottom of the deck. I do think that this has to do with the person that is a little, not even a little, like the person that you know for a fact is not matured and they have not grown, but they're going to tell you that they have. Okay. And they're going to tell you that they think that you guys should be together, that things just weren't right. Spirit is telling me to pay attention to the red flags. I'm seeing all the red now as soon as I said that. So please pay attention to red flags there. One more message for my lovely Leos. You guys know what resonates. I'm not going to tell you. But if somebody wasn't ready for you then, and they have clearly put in the work for you now, and they have done what is necessary, Spirit says it's up to you. You can give them a chance. If they were not, then there's your choice right there. There's your decision. One more message. Thank you. Unearthly joy is coming. I do believe that, you guys, with Temperance, it's happening. You are healing, you are growing, you are doing the work. If they have not, they're not it, all right? But you deserve this unearthly joy that's coming. And if you even get like an inkling that this ain't it, I don't know. It's up to you guys. You might want to have a one night stand. You might want to just like blow off some steam. I know it's totally fine, but just, you know, detach from, you know, the expectation that this is going to lead to more, especially if you have a one night stand and it's just like meh. Like, you don't want that, Leo. Let's just, you know, we throw that one out. Pretend it didn't happen. Just kidding. Okay, you guys. So this is your reading. I am so happy and honored to give these readings to you. If this resonated, please make sure you give me a huge thumbs up. Comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed so you can receive your blessings. And please walk in beauty, walk in peace and love. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.